Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to 9 p.m. English News Edition Netherlands. The head of state received young medals in different disciplines in the presidency. Djibouti dominated the 22 years edition semi-marathon today. Arab League and Egypt condemned deadly Israel raid in West Bank. Those were the headlines and welcome to the national news. The President of the Republic received yesterday the Egyptian athletes who won 11 medals, more than any other team playing under the other implements represented in the 12th game of the Indian Ocean Youth and Sports Commission in Mauritius. It is the presence of the Secretary of State in charge of sports, the President of the Djibouti National Olympic and Sports Committee, a member of the International Olympic Committee, Mr. Aisha Garat, as well as the President of the Djibouti Athletic Federation, Mr. Saeed Ismail Hassan, and that the Egyptian medals were received by the head of state. The Egyptian winners who have distinguished themselves brilliantly in the competition of the game in their 12th edition, the Mauritius have thus raised the national colors. An absent victory that undoubtedly aroused a strong enthusiasm and patriotic fervor spark for the emergence of feeling of national cohesion and belonging to a people, a country, a nation. This young championship benefits from a grant from the President of the Republic granted to young sportsmen in different disciplines in order to offer these young people the financial means and the necessary infrastructure to improve their performance to win a medal in the international competition. 30 young championship have won a total of 14 medals including gold and silver and bronze in various international competitions such as the 12th edition of the Game of the Youth Commission of Sport of the Indian Ocean in Mauritius and the tournament of the judocas in Cameroon and the other international competition. So, in a private speech, one of the young medalists, Mohammed Ismail, thanked the President of the Republic for his grant and his continued support for young athletes who have achieved a remarkable performance. He said that this grant has elevated them to stand out. In his speech, the President of the Republic, His Excellency Mohamed Ghele, said that these young Egyptians have no snow their ability and talent to change in their and future in international competition. Please listen for more details. Mohamed Adel.
Bonne forme et se mesurer aux gens qui
Participating in good shape and competing with people who have experience. That's what you have been doing, participating and getting results. Believing in it is not that what sports and athletics is all about. The nation is grateful to you when you stand on the podium. How do we, as a leaders who admires and encourages you? We must also be counted on to stand by you, as you must still and again seek victory everywhere and in all areas.
continue his speech in Somali language. This time, the number one, Djibouti say that your victory is success for us. Please listen for minutes.
idinku faanaynaa waxaad guula soo hoyseenna way muuqataa.
The President of the Republic, His Excellency Ismail Omar Guelleh, expressed his joy and satisfaction to see these young people who have won medals in different sports disciplines. Your victories are a success for us. Your remarkable performance in sport is the culmination of work and efforts accomplished, he added. The head of state, the President of the Republic, said in his speech that the country expects more work, more victory, and be examples to their peers. I congratulate you for this beautiful victory, which is a remarkable performance in different sports disciplines, he said. The President, the head of state, concluded his remarks by expressing his determination and support to this young sports elite. He encouraged to continue in this momentum and win more victories in different sports disciplines, and thus raise the level of national sports and raise the flag in regional and international competitions.
Then, in a speech delivered on this occasion, the Secretary of State in charge of sport, Hassan Mohamed Kamil, emphasized the significance of this victory of young people who have won. Please listen for more details.
Aujourd'hui, d'abord, c'est un grand événement.
Today, first of all, it is a special event. The grant has a year. It is the anniversary. So the President wanted to meet the medalists. After 1 year, we have results, and we also have young medalists. That's to say, the next generation who came out of the training center. It is important to know that the subventions EOJ, it has 1 year today. It is also important to tribute that at the same time we aim at 2024. It is athletics today that brings back the most medals. We also have judo, table tennis. In fact, these 4 disciplines are the disciplines that are Olympic and that we have chosen to represent Djibouti during the Olympic Games in France in 2024, inshallah.
Also, the President of the National Olympic Games, Aisha Garat, made a speech. Please listen with Hidayah Mohammed.
Aujourd'hui, je suis vraiment sincèrement heureuse et fière d'avoir.
Today, I'm really sincerely happy and proud to have met the President of the Republic with the athletes he supports. The athletes are here. Today is the anniversary of the grant. That's why the President wanted to receive the medal-winning athletes. They are the senior medal-winning athletes, and they are also the cadet and junior medal-winning athletes, those who are being prepared for 2028 and 2032. He discussed and was very proud of their results. He expects a lot. We expect a lot as well, and the grant is managed by a commission including the President of the Athletics Federation, the President of the Judo Federation, and other presidents who are directly concerned. There is also the role of the Secretary for Sports. We are complementary, and at the Federation there is an Olympic Committee, there is the Ministry. Everyone needs everyone to get this result. If we are on a result today, it is because it is a teamwork. We thank the President of the Republic.
We have also the speech made by the President of the Djibouti Athletic, Mr. Saeed Ismail. Please listen with Mohammed Aden.
maanta nooca bacdama baaqi kasoo yimiday atleetka maamulayaasha sportka
of the Djibouti Athletics Federation, Mr. Saeed Ismail Hassan, expressed his joy to meet the President of the Republic for this important occasion for these young people. It is the accomplishment of efforts, but also of a continuous and relentless work to improve and perfect these young sportsmen who benefit from the grant of EOJ that the head of state granted us last year, which had for main objective to set up a strategic plan to detect the future sports elite and to train them in adequate sports center. Today we have reached this first objectives. Here are these young medalists. It is thanks to the subsidies of the President of the Republic, His Excellency Ismail Omar Guelleh, who always support the young sportsmen. He said to continue the work to win more victories and prepare for the various competition to come.
Also, let's listen the reaction of the president of the Federation of JIDA who made a statement. Please listen with Mohammed.
والله اليوم شعوري شعور جميل رئيس
The
الجمهورية
Secretary General of the National Olympic Committee of Djibouti, Mr. Faisal Abdurrahman, thanked the President of the Republic, His Excellency Ismail Omar Guelleh, for his support and also for the subsidies of EOJ, which has played an important role in allowing these young people to train in specialized centers with the quality infrastructure to prepare for the Olympic Games in Paris in 2024, as well as for the major competition to come.
So the Djibouti Athletic Federation, in collaboration with the Djibouti Telecom, organized this Friday early afternoon the 12th edition of 5-ton and 21 kilometer of Djibouti Telecom. Therefore, in this event, the Minister of Sport, the President of the National Olympic Commission, the Secretary General of the Sport participated. This event, the organizer of this sporting event, which has begun over the year, a major event in Jewish athletic with a program of this year condition a race of 5 kilometers for women, 10 kilometers and 12 kilometers. The athlete Jamal Abdi Duriye from the National Police broke the record the 21 kilometers in this year edition by achieving a record time of 1 hour 4 minutes 2 seconds and plays the winner of the election of the Republican Guard Hassan Idli Dirani won the event of 21 kilometers with a record time of 1 hour 4 13 seconds, and Mumin Nabuh Gulet who arrived to win the third place with a record time 1 hour 4 minutes 25 seconds. The athlete Ayan Abdullahi of the Republican Guard who broke the record of 10 kilometers with a record time of 39 minutes 3 seconds. Among the girl Samia Hassan Noor of the national team Fed, who crossed the finish is line first by completing her race in a time of 16 minutes 8 seconds. So at the end of the different race, the 12th edition of the 10 kilometer, 21 kilometer, and 5 kilometer for the women of Djibouti Telecom, the official have given a trophies and envelope of money to the first time of each event during a ceremony that took place this afternoon at the Gulete Stadium. So the Prime Minister of the and President of the Union of the Presidential Majority UMP proceeded yesterday afternoon to the filing of the list of the candidates of the coalition of the Union for the Presidential Majority UMP in the contest of the legislative election to be held Friday, February 24. The UMP should be remembered comprise several political parties, including the Rassemblement Populaire pour le Progrès RPP, the ruling party, the Front pour la Restauration de l'Unité et de la Démocratie, Fruit, the Parti Social Démocratique, and the URPD. UPR, shared by the Prime Minister and UP submitted list of candidates for all the electoral district. I'm not at the head of the Union for Democracy and Justice, Mrs. Ilya Ismail, also filed yesterday a candidacy list at the Ministry of Interior on behalf of her party. The list of candidates of the UDC are, however, only for the constituency of Djibouti City and Arta. And now Mr. Ahmed Mohamed Yusuf, president of the political group in calling Alliance the Movement for l'Indépendance Democratique, Ahmed has filed the list conducted for the constituency of Djibouti at the Ministry of the Interior. The list of candidates of the United Democratic Center were also filed today at the Ministry of the Interior. This concerned only the constituency of Ali Sabi. It was the president of the CDAU, Minister Mohamed Ahmed Yusuf, who filed this list of the candidates. The Minister of Interior, Mr. Saeed Nur Hassan, handed out professional accept to leaders of the various political parties who filed list of candidates for the legislative election of February 24. It should be noted that the deadline for filing application was last night at midnight. The Minister of Muslim Affairs and Wakaf, Mr. Mumin Hassan Bari, participates in online conference organized by the Turkish Religious Affairs Authority. The meeting brought together Muslim leaders to discuss the Holy News Act targeting what is the most sacred to Muslim, which is the Holy Quran. About 130 personality and dignitary from 17 Muslim countries expressed their outrage at the irresponsible action of the far-right militant in Sweden and the Netherlands. In his speech, the Minister Mumin Hassan Bari welcomed the initiative of the President in charge of religious affairs in Turkey, Dr. Ali Arbash, to hold this urgent consultation meeting against this heinous crime targeting the Holy Quran, outraged by this cowardly act of incitement to religious hatred, discrimination and violence. The Minister quoted the statement of the Jewish Ministry of Foreign Affairs and International Cooperation, which condemned with the utmost firmness the heinous act allowed by the Swedish authorities in front of the Turkish embassy in Stockholm. He said that Djibouti is working with partners to counter violent extremists and hate message conveyed by this type of provocation that incited Islamophobia. The minister reaffirmed that the Republic of Djibouti attaches great importance to the values of tolerance, respect for the diversity, and dialogue to further strengthen peaceful coexistence. The minister then indicated that the effect of this act will be counterproductive and will generate more interest in Islam from fair and responsible people in Western countries until their minds are enlightened by faith. Moreover, one of the objectives of this meeting is to condemn this provocative act, which do not contribute to the spreading of love and brotherhood among people. And not for the international scene, Arab League Secretary General Ahmed Abul Kate on Tuesday condemned in the strongest term an Israel raid on Jenin city and Jenin refugee camp that killed at least 9 Palestinians. Abul Gates followed the development in the occupied territory with a great concern and calls for the international community to protect the Palestinian people, say in an Arab League statement. The statement of defense encouraged the occupying force to commit more crime under the leadership of a government with a headline plan, say he added. That's it for this edition. Thanks for your attention. Have a wonderful evening.